Hello fellow YouTubers, this is YouTube Moses here for my first DVD and Blu-ray update. Now, for all the movies that I'm going to show you, you may have seen them already from my last update, but because I made a new account and I deleted my last DVD and Blu-ray update, I thought I would do this one, and just so that I can show you all the movies that I've got before. And I know you enjoy my commentary, so with no further ado, let's begin. First one I got is Dark Water, the Asian horror movie, which is about a mother who just won the custody of her daughter and moved into a new apartment building, where in the room, a lot of strange things start happening, like ooze is coming out of the walls, a red backpack is appearing everywhere they see, and this child like ghost is appearing everywhere haunting them, and the landlord doesn't do anything about it. Now this was turned into the American remake of Dark Water starring Jennifer Connelly, and I haven't watched either of them, even though I have watched like a couple bits from the American version of it. And for this movie, I found it at a pawn shop for only $4, believe it or not. And I just wish for that price they could have at least put in like a couple more special features other than the Japanese trailer. But if they did put more stuff to it, then it would probably be only in Japanese audio. Next one is Batman, the Animated Series, Volume 3. Now, again, I found this one at a pawn shop, and for a solid price for only $10. Now, it was hard for me to get back into this series, but once I've watched a couple episodes, then I enjoyed the hell out of these shows. And I just wish that a lot of these box sets were at this price, because from where I am, they range from $40 to $50. So, yeah. And right now, I'm collecting more of these TV shows on video that are either cancelled or they're not showing on TV right now. Next one is Alf, Season 1. Now, this has like 25 episodes on it, and I enjoy watching this show a lot when I was young on the Family Channel. And after watching the first episode, I finally know what Alf means, and it's a structural name for an alien life form. And I thought the name was just like another word for like alien elf or something. I don't know.
Hey, there's no need for name calling.
Now on to the Blu-rays. First one I've got is Gangs of New York, the Martin Scorsese film on Blu-ray Steelbook. Now the story tells back in the 1800s, where a boy named Amsterdam, who grew up to be a man so that he can avenge his father's death, who died in the hands of a man named Bill the Butcher, played magnificently by Daniel Day-Lewis, and so he just warms up to him when he gets the chance to kill him. Well, the American Revolution, or election, I think, is going on. Now, I've only watched this movie once and a half, and why I say half is because it was back in class, and we've only watched the movie during the first part of it, and we never got to watch the rest of it in class, because, well, you know, they didn't want to take up any of the teacher's time. And so, yeah, I really enjoyed it, even though it's 2.5 hours long, and I thought Daniel Day-Lewis definitely deserved the Academy Award for his performance in this movie. And I do have the DVD copy of it, and haven't watched it on Blu-ray yet. It's just that I've got it on the Steelbook Blu-ray recently, is because after seeing DVDM's Steelbook Madness, it just made my collection look horribly insignificant. Next one is Inception on Blu-ray Steelbook again. Now, this movie's packed with top-notch performances from the cast, visuals that never ceases to amaze me, and I got it on the combo pack from Future Shop, a bit more than the combo pack in regular case, but you know me. And I thought Leonardo DiCaprio was phenomenal, thought it was his best performance in his career, and Marion Cotillard was the best La Femme Fatale of this century. Now, what else should I say about this? Oh yeah, is that I would consider this to be on my top 10s list for this year. Pardon me. It's just that there are some flaws I see to it. Like, when you're in the mind, it's some parts in it, when you die, you end up in limbo, while other parts, you go back to the last part of it. And the part where Tom Hardy's character changes back and forth to Browning doesn't really make much sense. So, aside from that, I thought this was a pretty great movie, and if this doesn't get Chris Nolan, the director, any recognition other than from the Batman movies, then I don't know what will. Next one is Paranormal Activity. Now, I've heard mixed reviews on it, and hearing that it's dull or it's creepily delightful, so I was curious. And I'm little in between. There are some startling moments, but for most of it, you would pretty much watch this movie so it'll help you fall to sleep at night. Next one, Avatar, the Extended Collector's Edition on Blu-ray. Now, I was an idiot to buy the first one on DVD and Blu-ray because I didn't know they were going to release this edition in November until 2 weeks after I bought the first one. And with how much stuff they put into it, I just didn't believe it, and I really like the packaging for this. And I'm just going to show you the inside of this. Neat, huh? And there goes the sleeve. And I'm just going to show you how the discs come out. Isn't this neat? Ah, screw it. So, I got that for like $25, the cheapest that I could find it. Well, the first one I got was like $30, so that just made me feel totally ripped off. So, last one is Chronos, the Criterion Edition on Blu-ray. This is one of the new ones that was released, and this is directed by Guillermo del Toro, and the story is about an alchemist who made a device back in the 1500s that will grant anyone eternal life just by embedding it into the chest or any part of their body. And so several years later, an old pawnbroker obtained it from a statue, and he starts experiencing this effect on himself. And so a couple other businessmen, one of them played by Ron Perlman, wants to get it off him. Now, I really like this movie because it goes back to those really creepy fairy tale movies like Pan's Labyrinth, another Guillermo del Toro movie, and there was just a lot of neat visuals included to this that you couldn't find in any other movie. And I didn't know if that was actually Ron Perlman's voice when he's acting, because this movie, like, the actors were speaking in different languages, and I couldn't tell with him, but later on when he starts speaking aggressively, then I can tell that was him acting the whole time. Now I'm just going to give you a couple special features that's on here. You get 2 audio commentaries, interviews with Del Toro and Ron Perlman, and the short film by Guillermo del Toro, Geometria, that wasn't released until 1987. And you get your usual booklet that comes with every Criterion movie. So yeah, if you can find this anywhere, go buy it, because this is a great Christmas movie to watch. And yeah, the story does take place during the month of December. So that's all for my Blu-ray and DVD update. Hope I didn't take too long. Rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll be back later. Until then, this is Yuto Moses, signing out.